I'm Marc Straus. I have a gallery in New York City on the Lower East Side, which is the area that all the galleries are coming to. It's originally an immigrant area. I'm a physician. I practiced oncology almost 40 years, but when I began medical school, I had a weekend job to buy art. And I can't believe now what I bought as a student. And we try to find things that we love that nobody wanted. So we bought pieces that are now very famous. I bought a 1962 painting by Hermann Nietzsche, and he began making paintings at a performance. And there's 1 week, very exotic performances in Austria and other places. And then the paintings all come out of that experience. And he began in 61 and 62. But then he was put in jail many times. And so Austria put him in jail, and they built him a museum. It's very schizophrenic. But he stopped painting again till 1981. And he's an artist since I've been collecting since I'm a kid. I never see his work at major art fairs, even though he's one of the 10 most influential living artists. And everybody studies him in school. So I thought, my first time as a dealer in Arco, I've been here many times as a collector, I'm going to bring the best. And so this extraordinary piece also has blood in it. Now, the blood he uses today is from a butcher. 30 years ago, part of the ceremony was they killed an animal. So there have been protests, even though it hasn't happened in decades. But this is an artist who's had over 100 museum shows. And so my first time here, I need to introduce the collecting public to one of our great artists. On the other side, we're showing a young artist, if you get a picture of it. I found him in school 7 years ago. This was before I opened the gallery. Jung Oh makes these very, very fine pieces, and he invents it. For me, he's the most important minimal sculptor I've seen in 30 years. And I think I own work by most of the great ones. So the booth is somebody revered but not seen very much, and then this young sculptor, and we're overwhelmed with people trying to see Jung Oh's work, which is great. It defies everything they've seen. These beautiful, fragile-like sculptures. Many of the dealers and artists are all coming here. I mean, everyone. We have 4 of us standing around just to protect the work. And it's good, because when we come to an art fair, and you know, I'm doing this at a different time in my life, we come with things that I think is important. It's not just how many things can we sell. Now, we're lucky because we're selling Jung Oh's work, but it's about, it has to do with why I now have a gallery. 14 years ago, my wife and I founded a public museum an hour north of New York, and we put it in a very poor town on the Hudson River. The only thing you could buy in that town were drugs. Today, 14 years later, the town is completely full. The kids are going to college. Everybody comes in and they love the museum. So art has this potential, and we've had these different phases in our life, and for me it's an honor to show Nietzsche's work. I'm his only gallery, and Jung Oh, that I discovered him and that people want it. So we're happy to be here. We hope we come back next year.